Hello again, everybody. Harry Box with the Technical Trader at thetechtrader.com. It's Tuesday, April 29th, and market's still a little sketchy as far as I'm concerned. I think that this rally is corrective. I know it looks pretty strong. There was a nice thrust in the morning today, but afternoon was kind of sketchy. Tomorrow's the FOMC. Futures are down tonight. So, and my cycle guys are telling us that we may be at a topping area, so we got to be really protective and careful in here. So I want everybody to pay attention, both longs and shorts. This is a stock picker's market if I've ever seen one. I'm going to present some longs and shorts today. On the long side, Alcoa remaining a swing trade. Has pop, pull back, pop, pull back. You can see it's been stair-stepping higher. It's in a beautiful rising channel. And my target's still 16. Big day for Amcor. Semiconductor stocks have been great of late. Looking at a 2-day chart, you'll see the base here, the breakout, the retest, a breakout above the prior resistance high. It's called right there. And then we ran up, pulled back to the moving average. Today was a big day, up 64 cents, 9%, 7.7 million, excuse me. And that volume today was the heaviest volume I've seen in a couple of years. Very indicative of more upside to come. My short-term target is about, I would have to say, 8.5. And then we'll see if it punches through towards 10. I'm really liking some of the oils I'm seeing here, and Boardwalk Pipeline Partners has been starting to show some signs of life. Take a look at the way it's acted here after the big gap down, I believe on earnings back in February. I'm not sure what that was, but the stock dropped from 25 all the way down to the $10 range. Then based out and has moved up. Taking a look at just the last 4 or 5 weeks. It's moved steadily from 12 and change to 16.5. And it looks to me like if the oil stocks continue, this may extend into the gap up to at least 1920. And you can see how the OBV unbalanced volume is doing great in here and making new highs, confirming the trend. Cirrus Logic, we pointed out 3 days ago, popped up, gapped out, and gapped again today through secondary resistance to fill the gap. It seems to me that there's a possible target around 26 coming up, and we'll see what happens after that. But this little left shoulder, head, right shoulder, inverse head and shoulders, bottoming pattern with volume coming on the upside, a very bullish sign. GST, now I'm showing you this because I really like the way it's been holding in that zone and consolidating while the market came down. You can see how with resistance up around the 685.7 zone, you get through that on a longer term basis. This could be a $10 stock. Intermediate target or swing target is $8. GWPH acting quite well in here. You can see the recent pullback it had, the explosive move out, and now this little flag. It's trying to go higher. I can just see it. The last 2 days, pop, pull back, but today up 253. It's almost 4%. 2 million traded, picking up a little steam the last couple of days. I'm looking for a retest of the high at 74 3/4 roughly, and then a move up towards 80, 82. Hewlett Packard. Yesterday I showed you that the stock broke out of the wedge a little bit. Today gapped up a little, ran 77 cents or 2.4%. Volume increased a bit to 12.3 million. You may very well test the 33.90 range, but I'm looking for 35 short term. Secondary target up around 38 and then 40. So 35, 38, and 40 my targets going forward on Hewlett. Semiconductor stock, as I said, acting well. Take a look at the weekly chart and click. And now a 2-day, you can see the stock had a top back in 2012 and again in the end of last year. That line came in right here. It popped through it today and closed right on it. Volume increased to 3.1 million. It was up 75 cents or 5.8%. And if I don't miss my guess, the stock has a chance of running up towards 16, my next target. MGM, like the way it acted today, it reversed sharply off support near 22.5 and closed at 24.98, a big reversal. And although it was up as high as 25.10, it closed near the upper end of the range. And you can see that the declining tops line was broken here, but this one needs to be taken out. So looking for a follow through. We get through 25.5. I think we could get it up towards the 27.5, 28 zone, and then we'll see what goes on after that. SGY, that's Stone Energy, another junior oil acting great. It's more of an intermediate oil with the price it's at 48, but today it popped 3.99 or 8.9% on 2.3 million. That's the biggest volume I've seen pretty much in the last year, going all the way back to the end of 2012, year and a half. Great chart, looking for more upside, perhaps 55. VTNR, the stock we've been following for a couple weeks, a beautiful channel. Look at today's action as it came across a little 2-day flag and popped 89 cents or 11% on more than 1 million traded. Good volume, third biggest volume all year. Beautiful rising channel, and looking for a test of the 9 3/4, 10 range short term. Lastly, Zillow, which had a nice explosive move today. We traded that from about 95 up to 103.4 range, and you can see how it closed strongly at resistance. And if we can get a follow through up through 108, I think we're looking at a $120 stock. That's it on the long side. Let's look at some shorts. Starting with BNNY, Annie's dropping 90 cents, but you can see what happened after the support was broken. We've been down for 3 days in a row, headed towards a test of what appears to be support from last year around the 32 range. That may be happening tomorrow. Looking at the bottom of the channel, however, there's a chance this could go even lower, down towards 30 or more or less. California Amplifier has been in a beautiful trend all year until it broke here. Then formed a little wedge, another wedge, broke down hard today, inside day, but negative. If we take out the low at 17.25, I wouldn't be shocked to see this get near the 14-15 zone, but it is a bit oversold short term. Same with CRUS. It broke key support in a topping pattern. So for this leg down may be done or near it, with support around 44. If it does bounce back, look for entry up in a range of high 40s to low 50s. And then eventual target on CRUS somewhere around 38. Dexcom, the box is short, continuing weak, although it's only down 20 cents today. Look how it's zoned in on this support level. And if you take that support level out, the next target could be down around 28, even as low as 26.75. GTLS got slam dunked today. Stock's been in a downtrend all year. After breaking with the breakaway gap here, wedged again. Keep pointing this one out. This is a boxer swing short. We reached our target today, tagging 64.05 before bouncing 6 points, but it was still down 316. Another one that we like short is HMIN, and you can see how the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th wave is underway. Could get us down to 25.6 before it's over. NSR, talk about a dynamic short. Massive top with a wedge here, rollover breakdown wedge, another rollover snapback to resistance near 30, and a rollover to 25.5. Wow, I'm not sure where the low is in this stock. You can see the possibilities exist. If it continues, you could easily see the stock in the low 20s, perhaps 21. And that's it for tonight, both long and short. This is HB signing off. We'll talk to you in the trading room tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.